Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful has Finn making the wrong move with Steffy Forrester on their anniversary as a night of Nookie has him table telling her the devastating news on the CBS soap. Telling Steffy will be hard enough for Finn to go through. But putting it off to enjoy a romantic night in the bedroom likely doesn't sit well with his wife. Her take on this delay is likely that Finn is looking at this serious matter too lightly. Bold and the Beautiful has Finn, Tanner Novlan, tormented. He is stuck on how he will tell Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Massins would. But the B&B spoilers suggest that won't happen until later in the week. Poppy Nozaw, Romy Park, shows up on Tuesday's episode, still begging Finn not to tell Steffy. Then the spoilers say she does this once again on Wednesday. Poppy fights with Finn not to tell his wife, but he feels he can't live with this secret. He tells Poppy he doesn't know how much more Steffy can take. First, she learns his birth mother is Shyla Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, who tried to kill her. Now he has to tell her that Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, is his daughter, who also almost attempted to end her life. Finn tried to tell Steffy on Tuesday's episode, the morning after their romantic anniversary bedroom event. But Steffy tabled the talk for later, as she was leaving for work, but first planned to stop by to see her parents. Bold and the Beautiful likely changes the understanding tune Steffy Forrester sings before finding out about Finn's dilemma. She told Finn that nothing could tear them apart. But finding out the man she loves with a murderous mother has spawned a killer daughter won't be easy to digest for Steffy. There are so many components to Finn's news. First, Steffy likely blows a gasket for Finn, pushing the conversation into the future so that he could join his wife for a night of romance. She will probably see this as a life-altering piece of news. Tabling a conversation over the family's finances or problems at work is one thing, but Steffy likely becomes even more upset because Finn thought it was okay to put off telling his wife, so he didn't ruin their night together. Bold and the Beautiful had Finn eating up Steffy Forrester's pledge that nothing can ever pull them apart. So he likely has a false sense of security when he finally breaks the news to her. But besides his delay in telling Steffy, so many problems emerge. With Sheila as a grandmother, Luna possesses many of Sheila's evil behaviors, which likely worries the Forrester daughter. Steffy will probably panic over what her and Finn's small son, Hayes Forrester Finnegan's future might hold. Plus, growing their family is probably something Steffy puts the kibosh on, since this evil seems to run in Finn's family. Steffy likely gets a lot of backlash from some family members, like her dad, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. Then of course the ick factor likely chokes Steffy Forrester to think that Finn and his aunt did the deed. But the fact that Finn felt it was okay to delay this reveal to Steffy and enjoy a romantic evening instead, well, this likely puts her over the edge. This seems to say Finn doesn't see the severity of this news. If he did, he would have come home and poured his guts out to his wife over this horrendous mistake he made 2 decades ago. So to say Steffy Forrester takes Finn's news hard is probably one huge understatement when this happens this week on the CBS soap. The air in the Cliff House had been thick with tension for weeks, but nothing could prepare Finn Finnegan for the mistake he was about to make. A single moment of passion, a lapse in judgment, would set off a chain of events that could destroy everything he had built with Steffy Forrester. Finn had been under immense pressure. Between his work at the hospital and his ongoing battle to keep Shyla Carter at bay, he barely had a moment to breathe. Steffy, strong-willed and fiercely protective of their family, had been at odds with him over his lingering connection to Sheila. No matter how much he reassured her, the shadow of his birth mother loomed over their marriage like an impending storm. Steffy needed stability. She needed to trust that Finn would always put her and their children first. But Finn, desperate to keep the peace while maintaining some semblance of a relationship with the woman who had given birth to him, found himself walking a dangerous tightrope. And when people walk tightropes, they sometimes fall. It started as a harmless evening. Finn had met with an old friend from medical school, a stunning and charismatic doctor named Evelyn Prescott. She had recently moved to Los Angeles, and their reunion had been innocent enough. A couple of drinks, nostalgic reminiscing, and a mutual understanding of the stress that came with saving lives. But somewhere between the reminiscing and the laughter, boundaries blurred. The weight of Finn's problems, the nagging worry that he was failing Steffy, and the warmth of Evelyn's touch combined into a perfect storm of recklessness. One stolen kiss led to another, and before he knew it, Finn had crossed a line he could never uncross. The moment it was over, guilt crashed over Finn like a tidal wave. What had he done? Steffy was his heart, his soul, the mother of his children. The thought of losing her was unbearable, yet he had just betrayed her in the most unforgivable way. As he returned home, he found Steffy waiting for him, her eyes filled with a mixture of concern and exhaustion. She had spent the evening dealing with yet another crisis at Forrester Creations and needed her husband's support. But Finn, distraught, ashamed, and struggling to mask his emotions, was barely able to look her in the eyes. Steffy sensed something was off immediately. "Is everything okay?" she asked, reaching for his hand. Finn forced a smile, but it didn't reach his eyes. Just a long day at the hospital. She didn't push, at least not then. But Steffy Forrester was no fool. She knew Finn too well to ignore the change in his demeanor. It didn't take long for the truth to come out. Whether it was a slip of the tongue, a suspicious message on his phone, or simply Steffy's unyielding intuition, she soon discovered Finn's betrayal. The confrontation was explosive. "You slept with her?" Steffy's voice cracked as she demanded an answer. Finn's eyes filled with regret. "It was a mistake, Steffy. A terrible mistake. I love you, I love our family. Please let me fix this." But how could he fix something so broken? Steffy had given Finn her trust, had stood by him through his battles with Sheila, had defended their love against all odds. And this was how he repaid her. Tears streamed down her face as she stepped away from him, shaking her head. "You didn't just betray me, Finn. You betrayed us. Our family. Our future." In the days that followed, Finn tried everything to make things right. He begged, he pleaded, he swore it had meant nothing. But for Steffy, the damage was done. Could she ever look at him the same way again? Could she ever trust him to be the man she believed he was? And then there was Evelyn. She hadn't meant to destroy a marriage, but she hadn't resisted Finn's advances either. Would she step aside, or was there a part of her that wanted more? As the pieces of their shattered love story lay around them, one thing was certain: nothing would ever be the same again for Finn and Steffy. Their once perfect romance was now tainted, and the question remained, could love truly conquer all, or was this the end of their fairy tale? With Steffy reeling from Finn's betrayal, and their marriage hanging by a thread, could an unexpected twist shake things up even more? Would Sheila use this as an opportunity to worm her way back into Finn's life, exploiting his vulnerability? Would Steffy turn to Liam for comfort, reigniting an old flame that never fully burned out? Only time would tell, but one thing was certain: Los Angeles had never seen drama like this before. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.